So to play titanium, we need to place a capo on fret number 3. And from here on, we're going to now refer to this as fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Also, there's a few chords we need to know to be able to play titanium. The first one is a C add 9. To play that, we put our third finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, second finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and we play all the strings except for the low E. Then there's the C over B chord. We put our second finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and our first finger on the 1st fret of the B string. And again we play 5 strings without playing the low E. Then there's the A minor sus4 chord. Second finger on the 2nd fret of the D, third finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and third finger on the 3rd fret of the B. 5 strings, and don't play the low E string. Next is an F major 7. Third finger 3rd fret of the D, second finger 2nd fret of the G, first finger 1st fret of the B string, and we just play the bottom 4 strings. We don't play the A or the E. Make sure you play that open high E. That's F major 7. Next is a G chord. Second finger 3rd fret of the low E, first finger 2nd fret of the A string, and third finger on the 3rd fret of the high E, and we play all 6 strings. Then we have an E minor, first finger 2nd fret of the A string, second finger 2nd fret of the D, and we play all 6 strings. Finally we have an A minor chord. Second finger 2nd fret of the D string, third finger 2nd fret of the G, and first finger 1st fret of the B, and we play 5 strings and we don't play the low E, and that's our A minor chord. So to play the intro and verse, we need to start with the C add 9 chord. We're going to play the A string, then the G string, then the B string, back to the G. Then we're going to play the open high E, back to the G, back to the B, and then the G. And you just hold that C add 9 chord. Moving on to the next bar, we're going to hold down the C over B chord. Hold that down and play the A string, the G string, the B string, and back to the G string. Now what we're going to do is get our little finger, our fourth finger, and place it on the 3rd fret while still holding down the rest of the chord. And then the open G, and then back, lift the little finger off and play with your first finger on the 1st fret of the B string and then the G. So again, little finger on, little finger off. Then the last bar of that line, we're playing the A minor sus4 chord. So the open A string, then we play the G string, B, G, and then the high E, then G, B, G. So that whole bar. Moving on to the next line of the verse, we play the A minor sus4 chord again. And it's essentially the same as the previous bar, except the very first note. Instead of starting on the A string, we're going to start on the D string. And we do exactly the same as we did in the previous bar. Now you can see at the end of that bar there's a repeat sign. So we go back to the beginning, play the C add 9, then the C over B, put our 4th finger down, take it off. Now we skip to the second ending, which is an A minor sus4 chord again, but slightly different picking. We start off open A, then the G string, B, G. Now we're going to play the open E string, then the G, B, and now what we're going to do is we're going to put our finger down while still holding the chord. We're going to put our first finger down on the 1st fret of the E string. Okay, so from the start of that bar, and 1st finger down. Now what we're going to do is play the G string again, and then take our 1st finger off that E string, then the G string, B, G, and then the open E, 3rd fret of the B string, and then take that 4th finger off and put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. So that last 2 bars sounds like this. 1st finger down, 1st finger off, 3rd, 1st. Then we get to the chorus. Very straightforward strumming. We're going to do 1 strum per bar per chord. So F major 7 for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4 to G. 2, 3, 4 to E minor. 2, 3, 4 A minor. 2, 3, 4. And we do that whole cycle of chords 4 times. So again, F major, 2, 3, 4, G major, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 3rd time through, F major 7, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, and finally F major 7, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4. and that's how you play titanium.